Innovative di Hatiku represents a slogan that focuses on prioritizing community and future students, especially from the B40 groups. The spirit that arises from this slogan is to continue the effort to always give and help the community and prospective students in need. This slogan should remain a principle in every innovative citizen, so that this slogan is spoken in every community throughout the state in Malaysia, and make innovative as the main option to pursue higher education.
Innovatif di hatiku. Innovatif di hatiku. Innovatif di hatiku.
Innovatif di hatiku.
Innovative di hatiku.
Hai, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bersama saya Bukhori, Vice President of Innovative International College. And this is the third episode, Business Chat with Mr. Vice President. I'm here today at Alostar Airport, visiting my family. This is the second day where Malaysians is allowed to travel across border. Okay, so this is a very good move for Malaysians and especially the businesses, yeah. So we can see after this that the business is going better and better every day. One thing that I would like to discuss today, briefly, not in lengthy, is that 5 days ago, the Parliament of Malaysia has approved Rancangan Malaysia ke-12, yeah. A lot of people did not pay attention to all the discussion in the parliament related to this RMK 12 because we feel that, you know, maybe it is not related to us, you know, maybe it is just for the big businesses, yeah. Maybe that information is not relevant to our daily lives. I don't know. So, but after a while doing business, I realized that, that the RMK 11, 12, have a very critical or has a direct impact on how we do business. Yeah. So people always say that, I'm not doing business with the government. I'm doing business with the end buyer. Yeah, I'm just a retailer. I'm not a big corporation. But we are wrong. Yeah, all the decisions that made within RMK from 1 to now RMK 12 is very, very critical for our organization. Why? Because, okay, I mean, those days I didn't pay tax, yeah. So my business is not doing that well. But since now, I'm paying tax, and then tax is something that all the businesses that making profit, we need to pay tax, and we can't run away from tax. But since we have to pay tax, right? And in Malaysia, the tax rate is quite high, about 23%. We will ask, if I pay this amount of money to the government, what are the things that I can get back in return? Okay, so RMK 12 is the answer. If even though we are not tax-paying organizations or not tax-paying individual, but this also important for us because this is how the wealth of the nation being distributed to us, the people. Yeah. Okay. So there are a few highlights in RMK 12, and I believe that after listening to this, I would like to encourage everybody, the listener out there, to really go and look at the RMK 12 documents and look at what are the area that the government is spending, what are the objective of this RMK 12, because that will determine your future, your business in the future. Okay, because we always want to do business that have the same alignment with the government. Why? Because for the government to develop this RMK 12, it is not a one-day job. It takes years, it takes lots of money, it takes hours, maybe thousands, hundreds, thousands over hours of consultancy hours, which we as an organization, maybe at the smaller or medium enterprise, doesn't have that kind of money to pay for the consultant. And after a thorough deliberation, this consultant presented to the government that these are the area that is critical for the growth of the nation, and we want, definitely we want to be in that area. Because if the consultant say that the business that we are in is not in the area of interest, then definitely that means something, right? That means maybe our business is no longer relevant, maybe, right? Okay, so what are the key points in RMK 12? The government at the end of RMK 12, RMK is a 5 years planning, yeah. So we have a yearly budget, and we also have every 5-year budget, what we call Rancangan Malaysia. Yeah, RMK 12 stand for Rancangan Malaysia ke-12. Yeah. Okay. So one of the objective of this RMK 12 is to make sure that keluarga Malaysia at the end of the RMK 12 is earning a minimum around 10,000 ringgit a month. Okay, so that is actually a good thing. Okay, all right, so that means all the government budget money, a few hundred billions will be invested to make sure that at the end of these 5 years, keluarga Malaysia bring back or get or earn about 10,000 ringgit a month. Yeah? So it can be strengthening of the education system, it can be strengthening of the economy structure. So the strategy is varies. Yeah? Okay. So we as a businessman, we need to study RMK 12, and we must align our business strategy alongside this RMK 12. Okay, for example, so one of the things being discussed is to privatize certain GLCs, which is not in a strategic area or not within the government's interest in the strategic area. So that means there is an opportunity for us as a public to go and pitch to the government that, okay, this GLC is not in your strategic area as per your RMK 12 document. So can you sell that companies to me? Or can I take over the operation of this GLC? Yep. So that is what people been doing. Yeah. So this is very critical, especially for the businessman, and this also will determine, okay, what kind of grant will be available in the future. For example, one of the way, I think one of the area that the government wanted to focus on is the digital economy. So I believe there will be a lots of grant, soft loan available in the area if you want to digitalize your businesses. Okay, so these are the things that we need to move along this way of thinking, along with the government way of spending money to make sure that our businesses is actually in the right area, okay, is in the right direction, because the government has paid lots of consultant resources in order to make sure this RMK12 is built or developed properly, because we can't afford to lose. The government can't afford to lose. The government can't afford to make the mistake this time. So this plan has to be done perfectly. Okay, so we can write on that information. So whatever stated in the document, which area that the government focus more resources, we should do our business in that area. If our business in other area which is not stated or clearly in RMK12, maybe we want to consider pivoting into the area that stated in RMK12. Because sometimes we no need to cease our business, stop doing what we are doing now, and then started new business. No. For example, in the case of digital economy, so let's say my uncle, he's one of the seller in Pasar Malam. So he sells shoes. So maybe by digitalizing his business doesn't mean he needs to close his shop in Pasar Malam and open a new shop elsewhere digitally. No. Alright? For example, so what he needs to do, okay, if I'm selling shoes in Pasar Malam, why can't I just take a picture of the shoes and sell the shoes online? So we have Lazada, we have Shopee, we can develop our own shoes selling platform, right? So still in the same business, still selling shoes, but still selling it physically, just at another arm that sell digitally. So it's not that difficult. So the same principle can be replicated in other businesses as well. Okay, so it doesn't matter what are the things that you sell. It can be maybe it can be what else? Shirt. You can sell apparel. You can sell a lot of things. Craft. All these things can be digitalized. All right. Okay. So that's all from me for today's session. Again, I would like to impress upon you, the listener of this channel, please go and read RMK12 document. In that document, there will be area that the government wanted to spend more, and there will be the area that the government will provide grants and so on. Please highlight those areas, and please look at what area that the money goes the most, because that is the area that you may want to focus your business in, or expand your existing operation into that area. All right. So that's all from me for today. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and see you again next week. Bye.
Saya Cik Am, Senior Counselor, Inovatif di Hatiku.
Hai, saya Aiza, Inovatif di Hatiku.
Saya Yahurin Muhammad Yasin, Inovatif di Hatiku. Hai, nama saya Kana, inovatif di hatiku. Saya Aini, inovatif di hatiku.
Saya Arisha, inovatif di hatiku.
Hai, saya Ain, inovatif di hatiku.
Saya Wanu Fazira, inovatif di hatiku.
Saya Nurfahana binti Zul, inovatif di hatiku. Saya Asma Amanina, inovatif di hatiku.
Hai, saya Hamka, inovatif di hatiku.
Saya Muhammad Helmi bin Abdul Rahman, inovatif di hatiku.
Nama saya Nurul Al-Akila, penolong pendaftar Kolej Inovatif Antarabangsa, inovatif di hatiku.
Hai, nama saya Muhammad Faiz bin Abdul Razak, inovatif di hatiku.
Saya Abdul Rahman bin Kasbi, pendaftar Kolej Antarabangsa Inovatif. Inovatif di hatiku.
Inovatif